else do you think of when you hear of ratio? Oh my goodness. Comparison. Yeah, very good. So fraction and comparison. So you were able to fill in the blanks. The ratio of A to B is the quotient. Whoa, that's a big word. What does quotient mean? Division. Very nice.
That deserves 2 equal.
Yes.
That's 2.
The quotient obtained by dividing A by B, where B, what does that symbol mean? Does not equal 0. How come we had to add in that stipulation that B does not equal 0? You're kind of up front. Do you need this one? Do you need my belly seat? She has trouble seeing too. Why did we put the stipulation that B cannot equal 0? You're not allowed to divide by 0. In math, that is illegal. The math police will come and take you to math jail because you're not allowed to divide by 0. Okay, so that's why B cannot equal 0, because B is the denominator. Oh my heavens. It's going to take y'all a while to get back into things. Okay, 3 different ways you could write a ratio.
Fraction.
Okay, a fraction. Ooh, I don't remember which one that is. Not a decimal.
Like those 2 dots.
The 2 dots. It's called a colon. And there's one more way. It's with letters. 2. Yes, very good. Oh, come on. It's supposed to fade out when I click it. Ah, okay, I'll just write them. Okay, so here we go. Fraction, colon, or the word 2. Very nice. 3 different ways that you can write a ratio. None of them are incorrect. They're the same thing, but you're just saying it 3 different ways. Cool? Yes? Okay. If you did not already grab the calculator that you signed up for, you're welcome to go grab that right now. Where'd that sign up sheet go? Where's the clipboard? I know you haven't signed up yet. I don't know where the clipboard went. Oh, thank you, Haley. Madison and Jose, you'll need to sign up still. The clipboard's right there. You already forgot what number you signed up for.
Yes.
Sign up for one and then pass it to Jose. All right, we are simplifying. That's kind of it. Okay, so 8 is to 2 is 4 is to 1. But how did we get that? You're supposed to find the largest number that can divide into both numbers. That can go into both numbers. So in this one, the largest number would be 2. So you would divide both of them by 2. You're getting rid of that greatest common factor. And so 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. That's the quote-unquote by hand way. But there is a calculator way, and we've used it many times. You go to your calculator, and you can put 8 divided by 2. And on this one, you don't have to press math, enter, enter. But normally, you would press math, enter, enter. So in your notes, when it says calculator hint, see where it says calculator hint? To simplify any ratio in the calculator, you type the fraction and you press math, enter, enter. And I know y'all have used that before. What? Okay. Oops. So going back to this one, 24 divided by 36, math, enter, enter. Chris, what do you get? This one. 24 divided by 36, math, enter, enter.
Lose 2/3.
Aww. Okay, I'm taking away an angle, but. Is that called
I always
Chris?
had one.
And you yelled the answer out.
Don't take one of mine.
Goodness, that is rude. Okay.
I like how you said it first, but then you take mine.
Who said it first?
He did.
Oh.
Can I have mine back?
All right, next one. 15 divided by 60, math, enter, enter. Claire. What? 1/4? And remember, it is perfectly correct to write it with a colon or to write it with the word 2 in between. Doesn't matter. As long as you don't flip the order, that would be bad. That would be wrong. Okay? And the other one is an equation. So a proportion is when you take two ratios and you put an equal sign between them. That's what makes it a proportion. So the key to being a proportion is that it is an equation. There is an equal sign stating that two ratios are equal. So is this a true statement? Does 1/2 equal 3/6? Is that true? What is 3/6 reduced? It's 1/2. 3 is half of 6. So 3/6 is 1/2. And so, of course, yes, that is a true statement. So that is a proportion. Okay, so sometimes in a proportion, we're not going to know one of the variables. We're not going to know them. And so if we would like to solve for one of them, we cross multiply. So where are we? Yes. Okay, so on number 2A, we're going to solve for x. I'm going to let you do that. Go ahead and cross multiply. Okay, so let's do A together. Cross multiplying. How do you cross multiply? So go across. 6 times 4 is 24. See what I was saying? And then 3 times x is 3x. So 24 equals 3x. Is x all alone? Did we solve for x? Is x all alone? Everyone should be saying, no, it's not all alone. There's a 3 attached to it. That is saying 3 times x. What's the opposite of times? Divide. So go ahead and divide both sides by 3. 24 divided by 3 is? 24 divided by 3 is 8. X is 8. Now, when you do a lot of these, and you do them over and over and over again, you're not going to even have to write out step 2. You're just going to know, oh, when I'm solving for x, I cross multiply and divide. So you're going to get used to 4 times 6 divided by 3. And that's all you do. 4 times 6 divided by 3. On the next one you do 8 times 18 divided by 6. It's called cross multiply and divide. But if you want to skip that step, you're welcome to. What is 8 times 18? 144 equals 6 times x. Then we divide 144 divided by 6. 24. All right, C is a little bit different. You can't just cross multiply and divide on this one. Let's cross multiply. 5 times 4 is 20. And then 2, like I said, 2 times x plus 5 is not 2x plus 5. It's 2x plus 10. Because you have to multiply the 2 times the x and then the 2 times the 5. Here's a step where if you're really, really, really scared of algebra, you can go to y1 and y2. I wouldn't recommend that. You can totally do this by hand. But if you want to put this side in y1 and this side in y2, you're welcome to do that. What's the opposite of plus 10? Minus 10. What you do to one side, you must do to the other. If your algebra is a little rusty, let's fix it. 20 minus 10 is 10. 10 equals 2x. Divide by 2. Divide by 2, yeah. X is 5. Now, if you are taking a test, what would you probably do with your answer? Hopefully. Plug it back in. Thank you, Jared. You earned your Eagle Buck back. You would please plug it back in and make sure that the fraction makes sense. Make sure that it is the solution because this is a test and every question matters. So if I plug it back in, 5 plus 5 is 10. So that's saying 10 is to 4 as 5 is to 2. And then you could see if that was a true proportion or not, which is what we're going to do on the next slide. You could see if that was really true or not. Let's do that on this slide. Ready? I give you 2 ratios and you say yes or no. They either form a proportion or they don't. Now there's lots of ways to check this. There's actually 3 different ways to check it, but I'll just show you one way. I just want you to reduce all of these. How do you reduce them? You go to your calculator, you divide, and you press math, enter, enter. So I want you to reduce all of them. 6 divided by 24, math, enter, enter. 4 divided by 16, math, enter, enter. All of those, I want you to reduce all of them. If you get 2 equal fractions, then they're proportional, and if you don't, then they're not proportional. Jacob, A, do the following ratios form a proportion? Yes or no? Yes or no for A?
Yes.
Yes. 1/4 equals 1/4. They're equal, therefore they form a proportion. If they're equal, they form a proportion.
I don't do the second.
Alondra, what about for the second one? No. 2/9 does not equal 3/10. So they do not form a proportion. And Lily in the last one. Yes. 8/10 reduces to 4/5. So they're equivalent, they're equal. These are equal, these are equal, these are not equal. And so it's yes, no, yes. Let me show you one more way to determine it. You could take your two fractions and you could cross multiply. I want you to try it. Go to your calculator and do 4 times 24. What do you get? Okay, go to your calculator, go the other way, do 6 times 16. What do you get? Whoa, you got the same number both times. So that's why it's yes. That's just one more way to do it. You can cross multiply. Let's keep moving. Oh no, we have a segment. A geometrical figure. Given that AB is 8, label it right away every time, always label your picture. AB is 8 and BC is 12. State the following ratios. I'm going to give you a minute to think about it. AB to BC. I want actual numbers in your answer. That's your goal, is to put numbers. DJ, what did you get for A?
8 to 12.
Yes, it is 8 to 12, but we would never leave an answer unsimplified.
I'll do the second.
Yes, 2 to 3. So please don't put 8 12. That's not your final answer. 2 to 3 is your final answer. B, Savannah.
5 to 3.
5 to 3, all simplified and reduced. And C, Haley. What? Yes, but that's not done. It's not complete. We would need a final answer, all simplified. So you go to your calculator, you do 8 divided by 20, math, enter, enter. Two to 5. Ask me a question. Did I lose you? Are we okay with this? This will be on your test for sure. The segment with the little pieces, and you will have to reduce. Oh, look at that. We're done. So now you get to work on your